Hey, what's going on, guys? Physics here once again. I'm gonna say completely upfront, I'm probably gonna get lost a little bit, probably gonna ramble a little bit. This is me concluding my day 2 here. So I've been up a solid like 25, 26 hours at this point. So definitely a little sleep deprived. So bear with me if I get lost in my train of thought a little bit here and there. With that said, day 2 was full of events. A lot of stuff happened. I ended up sleeping for a straight 13 hours, so I was pretty far behind, but I don't really want to, when I'm staying up this long consecutively, like back to back to back, I'm not going to like push myself to stick to certain sleeping schedule. So I sleep until I wake up, and yeah, I would have slept longer, but my cat woke me up. It was time for dinner. So anywho, so I'm gonna kind of go through the exact same thing in a relatively similar format as yesterday's video. As you can see up here, we are rank 1 Berserker yet again, 15 overall. Though I will say rank 14 and 13 are dead. While I was asleep, a lot of people died. And yeah, Reisner, who's like a pretty good racer, he's got a lot of like titles on his account. I've seen him on the ladder forever. He is pretty good at the 100 races. He was playing Berserker and he caught up to me while I was gone and asleep, and he was pushing. He ended up dying early on at level 92, and I was outpacing him at that point. Basically, I got on and I didn't really juice a whole lot until I got some good gear. I farmed harvest for a good 10 to 12 hours to get my gear crafted up. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Also, new Mog. We swapped it up just a little bit to, you know, just have something different to look at after looking at the other thing for so long. One quick note, the timer you see here is not my stream timer. It is the character's lifetime timer. So he's now 39.5 hours old. So this is the gear that I have after about that long. So level 94, about 11.5% into 94. Like I said, I spent a good half of today just getting gear, farming harvest and whatnot. I'm going to hit I now, and literally every single piece of gear you see here, I'm pretty sure, except maybe the belt, has been replaced from yesterday's video. So I'll mouse through everything. I'll show you guys the gear, and then we'll go through, because a lot of stuff happened day 2. A lot of very pivotal, very major upgrades. First and foremost, this was the most recent occurrence. I actually managed to 6-link my Warlord influence chest piece. This is huge. My next goal is I'm working on Krangling, you know, trying to get my 6-link from the Krangles, a backup 6-link, and I need to, like, day 3, the beginning of that, I'm just gonna be farming harvest. I need to get a ton of Phys rerolls. Why do I want Phys rerolls? Because that makes it really easy to hit 100% Phys damage reflect reduction on the Warlord's chest piece, which will let me change some passives on my tree. And right now I'm only running 60% reduce, so it's a pretty big defensive buff as well. So, that's the chest piece. I need to recraft the actual stats on it, but we did get the 6-link. My links are Earthshatter, Fist of War, Brutality, Impale, Melee Phys, and Pulverized. You'll see that today I flipped my gems. Most of them are back up to almost level 20 now. Earthshatter, I use Harvest Crafts for the quality on this, so I didn't need to relevel it. Fist of War is halfway through 19 at 20% quality. Brutality is almost halfway. At level 19, Impale, again, about halfway, 20%. Melee Phys, halfway through 18 at 20%. And then Pulverize is just at 20. I started using Harvest Crafts for this one next with the added quality. So that's what I'm going to do to get the last on that. Next up, the boots. I do want to replace these with two-tones or fugitive boots. I basically need exactly what you see minus the strength all without having to craft anything on it. That way I can craft on reduced effective chill and shock, which will make me completely, well, not completely, but near fully immune. I finally today got my Popero for the reduced effective chill. So if I can get the craft on the boots, then I will be good to go on both shock and chill. I also picked up basically all my Pantheons. I haven't done Nassar, but I will do that at some point. I got another Divine Vessel pretty recently. So that's the plan with the boots. The belt is like whatever. This is worse than the Stygian Vise I was running technically. It has way less life on it. However, it's got a shit ton of Chaos Res, and I took a bunch of Chaos Res off my gear. So that's the biggest reason I'm using it for now, is just it gives a ton of Chaos Res. I mean, what is that? 38% of Chaos Res on the belt slot. It's pretty good. And some life to boot, obviously. You know, 96 life is nothing to sneeze at. It could be way higher though. Finally got some spike gloves. These probably won't get replaced, honestly. They have Dex, which is pivotal. I need that. 88 life, 35 lightning, 20 chaos. And then again, the life craft on there, which could be a little bit higher. Basically, these are like 100-ish, a little bit over 100 life gloves once I get the chaos to craft that. But all my chaos has been going to Zana. Next up, my amethyst ring. I may have had this yesterday. I don't remember. But this is tier 1 life. That's really all I'm using it for. Tier 1 life with the open suffix to craft on reduced effective shock. Once I'm able to get my boots sorted out, then this open craft will then become minus mana cost to skills, which I still need to farm from Elrion. I was setting up a lot of syndicate stuff today as well. So that'll happen tomorrow for sure. You'll notice I have my Influence 2 stone ring, very solid ring. I just took the first Vuln craft I got. It is tier 1 Vuln because it's item level 80. Basically, plus, once I get reroll lucky, plus 15 to all res, tier 1 Vuln, and 55 life. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty solid curse on hit ring. This amulet is probably going to be my GG amulet. Turquoise amulet, dex and int, very important. Need both of those. It also rolled a shit ton of strength, even more int. Flat Phys damage to attacks. It's a very low roll, but it's still a beneficial stat nonetheless. A very high cold res roll, I think tier 2. Yeah, tier 2 cold res, and then crafted on life, and I got the Phys damage leached as mana, which is huge because it saves me a jewel socket on the tree. Very big deal. So the reason I say this is probably my GG is because it's got a lot of res. Definitely solves my int issue forever. Has a beneficial stat in the flat Phys, and then ideally I would want tier 1 life or tier 2 life at the very least. However, because this rolled so much strength, you get 1 life for every 2 strength, right? So that's an effective 24 extra life I have, which if you add to my 51 is 75 life. If I were to get the max amount of life, it would be 79 life, which is almost tier 1 life. So it's actually really good. I went ahead and anointed this, farmed a few blighted maps to get Graceful Assault. What is Graceful Assault? Well, it's basically a raider notable on the tree. Mega OP in my opinion, especially for Berserker. Just in this patch, 30% increased armor and evasion during onslaught. Absolutely amazing. 10% chance for onslaught on kill, basically full uptime on onslaught while clearing maps, and 30% increase effective onslaught. Huge. Tons more attack speed, tons more move speed. Helps a lot. Very, very, very nice. Next up is a helmet. Again, this is a helmet, basically very basic helmet. Got everything I want. Almost 600 armor on the helmet slot. Very nice. Rolled tier 1 life. Rolled, I think, tier 3. Tier 4 resistances, whatever. Cold and fire, quite a bit of both. Very nice. And again, tier 1 life with 32 strength. That's plus 16 And I have a life craft on there as well, which could actually go up to 16 life. So this is like 130 life helmet, nearly. And then last to the weapon. I don't remember if I had this weapon yesterday or not. I think I did, but just in case I didn't, this is a 666 PDPS mace. I come to think of it, I don't think I did. 666 PDPS mace. If I were to equate this to if you had all of these stats on a Karui chopper, I think it would be somewhere between like around 750-ish DPS Karui chopper. So that's kind of like the gear I'm working with right now. It's basically it's tier 2 flat, close to like tier 2 or tier 3 rather percent Phys increase, because I have the hybrid roll there as well, which equals 150 something percent, which actually may be tier 2. And then tier 2 attack speed. So tier 2. And then rolled quality on it. I also have my syndicate set up whenever I run the safe house to get 28% quality on this weapon, which will give it even more damage. Maybe get it to 700 PDPS. I can hope it'll probably be a little bit below that, but the damage will be nice. So, yep, that's all the gear so far. Flasks have changed a little bit. Life flask is the same. Got my Lion's Roar. It took a total of 2 Ancient Orbs to roll it. It rolled 9%. It can roll between 7 to 10% more melee Phys if you're curious. Hey, take what you can get. It's not a perfect roll, but it's a really good roll. The damage is noticeable. It helps a lot. Very cool. Quartz Flask running Bleed Immune on it. Quicksilver has been changed to reduce Curse Effect. And then Jade Flask also with Curse Effect. This together is 90 something percent. I can't do math right now, but 90% reduce effective curses, because I've noticed curses are what are like mega fucking me right now. Just like every curse, like Harbingers with conductivity, I've had a few close calls with. Vuln. If you don't know, Vuln being cast on Berserker is like a huge deal. Because of the way Define Pain works, I'm going to give you guys a lesson here, maybe prevent some rips in the future. When you hit 10 stacks, you take your total HP as Phys damage to yourself, right? This is obviously reduced by physical mitigation, so you get tons of armor, stuff like that. You roll, and this is why the Warlord chest piece is important, you can get 100% reduced reflect damage taken for Phys damage, right? Which basically completely negates the downside of Defy Pain. However, if you are cursed with vulnerability, that increases the physical damage you take. So this is very important for 2 reasons. 1, that means your Defy Pain will start dealing damage to you again. So that's bad. On top of, like, you know, you already take bonus damage because you're cursed with Vuln. So everything's going to be dealing more damage to you. And then your Defy Pain will hit 10 stacks proc and then also chunk you, right? That's bad. But just so you know, if you get the craft on your chest piece or you get the craft on your rings or whatever, 100% reduced reflected physical damage is not like enabling you to be able to run Phys reflect maps. Okay, so nobody kills themselves over this. If you get cursed with Vuln or some other thingamabobber that increases Phys damage past 100%, so anything at all that increases Phys damage like Vuln, you will automatically kill yourself to reflect. So don't get that craft and then just start running reflect Phys maps like you're a slayer. It's not immunity, okay? It's just like reduce effective shock. Even if I have 100% reduced effectiveness of shock, there are multiple sources in the game that can shock you more than 100%, right? So you're not actually shock immune. Just to be clear, it works the very, very same way, okay? Now moving on, onto the tree. First things first, I got my Lord of Steel Jewel. I was able to spec out of Diamond Skin, so that's where the points went for that. Lord of Steel Jewel, it was the one I want, obviously. Increased AoE with use speed. It got pretty good rolls as well, so that was very pog. Other than that, that let me, like I talked about yesterday, take the Dread Banner Mana Reservation Efficiency, which allowed me to fit Blood and Sand into the build, which again is just like 15% more damage off the top. Other than that, I unspec Path of the Warrior just to fit everything in here. So I've grabbed Vanquisher with 60% reduced reflected Phys damage taken. got the mace nodes with chill, and I just need one more level to be able to take skull cracking, which will be another really big damage increase. Also, prepare to get jealous. I have this jewel. 5% increased max life, 9% increased chaos res, 2% attack speed, and 14% increased damage with 200 weapons. Yes, it's a GG jewel. So I actually need to get a reroll harvest craft for this, which is they're really common now. And I can get it up to 4% attack speed, 13% chaos res, 7% life. So that's quite a big upgrade from what it is right now. But yeah, that's the tree. As you can see, we're up to 6,600 life now. We're getting up there. Yeah, so to-do list, like I said, we gotta get the boots sorted, recraft the chest piece, and then farm the mana costs, reduction craft from Elrion in Syndicate, and then also get my weapon quality to 28%. Yep. So I've gone over the passive tree, I've gone over the gear, the upgrades, changes, things like that. Am I forgetting anything? I think that's it. If you guys want to see, so I've kind of resolved myself. Oh, my Atlas. I am now at 77 out of 118. The 18 is unique maps, so it's like, I don't really know how to count it, but 77 out of 118 Atlas completion. As you'll notice, I have all of my watchstones, and I have now spawned Sirus. I'm not going to fight Sirus yet. I still do, like I said, feel a little bit squishy. There's some things I want to get out. I will be honest, I'm very nervous to do endgame bosses with this build. Just no shield, no block chance, no spell suppression, nothing in the way of like real damage mitigation for like Cirrus Beam and stuff like that. So if he hits me with that shit, I'm just getting, I would imagine just getting straight fucking chunked really hard. Obviously, it's not that bad. Not like it was in past leagues because max res is significantly higher than it would have been in you know, last league or leagues before it. But yeah. Ideally, when I reroll my chest piece, I can get the 100% reduced reflected damage taken with some decent resistances and good life, and then I can craft on increase effective fortify, of which I've unlocked the craft for. The max craft is 7%, but my max fortify is 23%. So with that, I would be able to be 30% fortify, which is huge. So to get into it now with my big damage weapon, on a lot of map bosses, even up to like, I'm now comfortably farming like tier 13, tier 14, tier 15 maps. I haven't done a lot of tier 16s. It's mostly because I feel a little bit squishy, just from like the map mechanics that I'm doing, like the Atlas trees, like running stuff like Harbinger boss and stuff in Valdos. Like this is super rippy. They shoot out like a trillion ball lightnings and then curse you with conductivity, and if a ball lightning touches you, your HP just like fucking drops really fast. So stuff like that is just making me feel like a little monka. So I don't really want to move into like just straight running T16s yet. I don't feel super confident doing it because I feel like running juiced up like T12 to T14s is better than just running like really, really, really safe T16s. But yeah, so this is the tree. One big tip I'll give you guys: do not get completion on Grave Trough. Do not get completion on Palace. Those maps are absolutely dog shit. If you've already ran the maps, I'm sorry, you're fucked for the rest of the league. But don't run them. Don't run them. I have a million of them both in my stash. Do not run them. You do not want those dog shit maps in your map pool. Yep. Other than that, I guess I'll just hover over links real quick. All gyms have been flipped at this point. Everything's done. So they're all about to hit 20 again at quality. I'll let you see everything. Dread Banner, Ancestral War Chief, Blood Rage with Determination, Leap Slam, Faster Attacks, Life Tap, Berserk, Herald of Purity, Blood and Sand, Molten Shell, Cast when damage taken, increased duration, Shattering Steel, Earthshatter, Already went through all these. Yep. Now, I think very lastly, I've gone over my plan and everything. I guess I'll cover the ladder and kind of what I'm interested in now. Where is it? I think I closed out of it. Let me bring it back up. All right. So this is the ladder. This is where I'm currently sitting. Chump TR. This is Darky. First Awakener went down a few hours ago today, and then Darky just very recently killed Awakener on A8. So 2 people have killed Awakener so far. I don't really want to attempt it yet. I feel squishy. If I do the fight perfectly, it would be fine. I'm pretty sure at this point I do have the damage for it as well. After getting the 6 link in the Lion's Roar, it's just I don't see a need to. I don't need anything from it, and it would just be like a big EP flex, which normally I'd be down to do, but right now I kind of don't want to because I've decided that I kind of want to try to get a top 10 finish with the Marauder class in this league. If you look here, you'll notice literally everybody is playing Toxic Rain Champ, Poison's Concoction, which I guess is like overpowered as all fuck, like Jesus. And then, you know, ED Trickster, Bleed Glad, like these are incredibly zoomy, mega OP builds. And I'm down here. Imagine slams being ethical. That's the world we live in now. But, yep, I'm here down rank 15 with my slams. I am the only, not the only Berserker, I am the only Marauder in top 50. So I want to drag this hulking ass across the finish line and get a top 10 finish. I think it would be really cool if I could do that, if I can pull it off without ripping. So that's kind of my goal. So I don't want to like kill myself off doing early bosses and stuff that I'm not positive I can kill. It's also not time efficient for like XPing. That said, I'm not gonna like straight XP. I still want to like min-max my gear and stuff like that. Sorry, my cat's being a spurg. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That stuff with the ladder, everything like that. I need to sleep. I have been up a very, very long time. Yeah, only, okay, from me to rank 1, 4 people are dead, which means I'm rank 11, like rips aside, right? Of people that are alive, I'm 11th, which means I only need 1 to 2 people to die to edge into top 10, assuming current standings, which is Pepe laugh. Yeah, that's everything, guys. That's the end of this video. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments. I love reading the comments. It's so fun, especially when I wake up checking the comments and stuff. But yeah, consider liking the video. Thumbs down if you don't like it. I need to change, you know, the way I approach the updates or whatever. Feel free to give me some constructive criticism if you don't like the video format. I'm doing my best with like no script and like how sleep deprived I am. But yeah, if you've been lurking on my YouTube channel for a bit, maybe consider subscribing because I'm so close to 200 subs and I really want to get it. It would be really, really neat if I could hit 200 soon. I think I'm like 19 away now. Very close. I mean, I guess that's like literally 10% channel growth. That's 10% increase. So it's not that close relatively. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go get some much needed sleep after I watch this recording back, cringe a lot, and make timestamps for you guys, because like I said in the last video, I don't have timestamps. Timestamps will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Let me know how your league start has been going. Are you enjoying your build? What are you playing, etc.? Are you copying my build? Do you have any questions for me about my build? Yada yada yada. Maces are OP. Chill is crazy OP. Chilling bosses for 30% is OP. See you guys. Have a good one. I will be back tomorrow ish. Bye bye.